Yo, what is up, everybody? Jumpin here, and this is gonna be jelly time, where I use one of these blacklisted in 7 guns level 10 and I make you jelly. Today I'm gonna be using the Saber X. I highly recommend the thermal scope for this because it actually does work really well. You're able to see hunters and phantoms and anything invisible. And it makes it easier to aim. I think it's easy to aim either way, but overall it probably would make more people feel more comfortable because it's like a sniper rifle. And then I'm also going to recommend extended barrel just for extra damage. The damage on this gun is so massive that really does extend the damage. Alright, now for the equipment, I'm going to be using armor piercing 4. I know it says 3, but it actually was 4. Assault rifle rail lamp 3, warfighter package 5, and then cyclonic 3. Okay, so let's go ahead into this gameplay. Alrighty, so today I'm going to be playing on the map London against the Gef on gold. Which you guys rarely ever get to see Gef on my YouTube channel because I hate them. But they're really not too bad. You kind of want to. The way I like to play against Gef is just stay far away from them. So a class like this is definitely excellent, top notch against the Gef. Because if you get in too close range to the Gef, they're gonna trash you. They're very good at close range. They stagger you. They have shotguns, flamethrowers. They got the grenade, now the bombers or whatever. And this is like a total fail here. I mean, look at this. I don't know what crack was I smoking. I really don't know. But I thought maybe I could shoot through that wall, so I was super duper tryharding to do it, and it just was a total fail. But anyway, like I was saying, so any type of class that has range on it is definitely, to me at least, a lot more effective against the Gef. But this gun in general, the Saber, let me go ahead and start talking about it. Yeah, it's pretty amazing, and the Saber 10 is by far absolutely, it just destroys, especially on this Turian Ghost. And I want to apologize to you guys for now having a Turian Ghost. I mean, I know I never like uploading the same overpowered character over and over again, but you gotta understand where I'm coming from. If I'm gonna do an assault rifle at this point, I'm gonna do the Turian Ghost, because when I show you something, I want to show you the best of the best, and it's just that simple. And the Turian Ghost is by far the best assault rifle wielder in this game. There's no question of that. It's like 212%. I don't really remember the numbers, but I believe it's like 212% bonus damage on this guy, potentially. And that's just too good to pass up. That's better than the GI. That's better than like anything. So you got to keep that in mind. Alright. Now, like I was saying though, in general, yes, this Turian Ghost is really good with the Saber. I kept hearing people tell me that, oh, you gotta try the Saber on the Ghost, you gotta try the Saber on the Ghost. I was like, alright, I definitely will try this because, I wanted to try it and do the video about it just because I know I've been told so many times, 10 or 12 different people have been telling me I should do this. And because of Jelly Time, I was like, alright, this is definitely the best choice for Jelly Time. Now, I know, unfortunately, you guys voted before, and I told you can vote on the guns. I've decided to change that totally. I actually was, of course I was kidding, but I have decided to change a little bit of my policies on, fun with guns and this series now. I am not going to let you guys vote on it anymore. Now, I know that sounds fucked up, and a lot of you guys are going to be like, oh, what the hell? Ah! But yeah, I'm ending the democracy there, only because, if I'm going to continue to do these series, it's just, for one, it's a billion times easier for me to just pick the gun, and for two, it's just, it needs to happen like that at this point, because with Fun with Guns, I don't even want to do the guns. If you want me to continue the series, then it's you gotta not pick crap for me. You can't give me the Predator X or whatever as a joke, or the Avenger, or the Collector SMG, or whatever it is. You can't give me this really garbage stuff just to see me rage over and over every week, because it's the same thing every week. Oh, this gun fucking sucks. Here's a decent way of using it, but it still fucking sucks. So you gotta keep that in mind. So I've decided, like I said, to now change the process of it. You know, it's been a while. That was a fail, Drew. But anyway, it's been a while now of me just being very disappointed in those series just because of the votes or the people voting on it. And I know you guys are going to be pissed, so I do apologize for that, but you got to see where I'm coming from. So if I'm going to continue foam with guns, more than likely I will pick the gun. I will always pick something that I think people are going to want to see. Because at this point I've done so many of those. I'm on 22 episodes of that I think at this point I should pick the guns that were definitely voted for but never won. So my next foam with guns will probably be like the Raider shotgun. I mean, I think that's what probably won the series anyway, but that is a good choice. And that's the one I would pick. So that's a good example. Like, I know that's a gun people are going to want to see. And I know that's a gun I definitely won't mind using. So that's how it's going to work. With Jelly Time, like I said, I know I told you guys you could vote on it. But when I was looking through the comments, it was just like, it was really hard to tell which one even won. I believe the Javelin might have been the winner, but everything had so many votes. I mean, the Scorpion had a lot of votes. The Indra had a decent amount of votes. The Wraith had a lot of votes, and the Saber had a lot of votes. So it was so close. It was hard to tell, and I was just like, you know, at this point, I think I'm just gonna pick one, and I know that this is definitely a good idea for the video. So I know I'm going on and on about this, but you know, I care about you guys. I care about my subscribers. I really do. I guess that's my unique thing about YouTube, is I really do care about like you guys in general and how you feel, and I don't know, whatever you might call it gay, but yeah, just how I am. I'm a caring person. But anyway. Alright, so let me get back to this. Yeah, no, this is really crazy good. I mean, it really is. It one-shots. Because, like, if you remember, I did the Saber for foam with guns. But back then, I don't remember what the level was. It might have been, like, level 1? I think it was level 1. And then I did it again for the Geff Infiltrator when he came out. I did the Geff Saber. And I believe I had it, like, level 3 back then. And it was really ridiculously good. It was one of the, in my opinion, it was definitely one of the better Geff Infiltrator builds I ever had. And now they have it at 10, and now that the Turian Ghost is out, oh man, you're talking about some super serious damage here. And this thermal scope is no joke. It's definitely very useful. It makes it so phantoms, you will see them, you will see hunters, anything that's invisible, obviously you will see. It's like a Javelin scope. Now the Javelin scope has been criticized so many times. I mean, a lot of people do not like the Javelin scope because it is kind of bullshit. Because it's like enemies have to, when they're moving, I don't know how to explain it. It's like sometimes they'll pop up in the red and sometimes they don't. And it just really comes down to just the way they're moving or not moving. That's just how it works. And it's really hard to really say, like, you know, when you're going to see the enemies or not. So, in general, it is a good scope, but if they really wanted to make a real infrared scope, then they should have just made it so every time you scope in, the enemies are just totally highlighted for you, like hunter mode. Like, that's what it should have been. I don't know why they didn't do that, like with the Javelin or with now this thermal scope, because this thing is pretty much like the Javelin scope. It takes like a minute. Like right here, it's the range, I guess. I think that's what it is. Looking at the video now, I can kind of say that I guess it's the range. But as you can tell, this thing is extremely good. It practically one-shots every enemy, and that's against almost every faction. You know, some factions are definitely different. It depends on the enemy. But if you can get headshots with this, I mean, you're gonna one-shot them. It's that simple. If you can get a headshot on the normal enemies, and I already got my 20 headshots, but if you can get the headshots, then you definitely will almost one-shot most of the enemies. So you got to keep that in mind. It's very important. Now, stability is not, if you want to use a different kind of equipment, because on the Turian Ghost, I mean, the armor slot is really up for debate. You can put anything on there you want, because you really don't need shield or cyclonic. You really don't need anything. I mean, like I said, it's up to you what you want to put. And stability is actually kind of interesting because it does make it so that when you shoot this gun, there is absolutely no kick. which some people may prefer. You might think, oh, you know, I want no kick because I want to be able to aim it, because it is a precision weapon. It definitely is a precision weapon. It's like a sniper, and the more recoil you have, well, the less, you know, there's a chance that you might miss. But I like the recoil. I really do like the recoil, and I'll explain. The reason why is just like with a lot of other guns, I'll preach this, is that sometimes recoil can be very good. If you aim for like their upper chest, with this gun at least, if you aim for their upper chest, the recoil will pretty much kick up to their face, and you'll hit them in the head. So it makes getting headshots kind of easy. And with the if you're used to aiming it like that, where it's like, okay, I'm going to aim for like their upper chest, it's an easy shot, always the chest is an easy shot. If you are used to aiming like that, which I'm sure a lot of people are, at least that's how, normally that's where I like to aim. I like to aim for the upper chest for most guns and most enemies. If you watch my videos, you probably know that already. And with this gun, it's pretty perfect, because if you do that, like I said, you will probably hit them in the head a lot. So stability is, it's like I said, it's really just up to you. If you want to put it on, go for it. If you don't want to put it on, then don't. But it can be a good tip, I guess, just because it really depends on what you want to do. But yeah, I mean, now here's the thing, guys. I'm gonna make this very clear. I know this is jelly time. I know this is all about blacklisted level 10 jelly time. But if you have this gun, this is definitely effective at all levels. Like I said, my Fun with Guns I did a while back. You can go watch it. It's Fun with Guns episode 2. So I mean, that's a old episode. But Fun with Guns episode 2, I did the Saber, and I think I only had the Saber 1. I'm pretty confident it might have been the Saber 1. And it was really good back then. And that's before they even upgraded it. I mean, they've made this gun better, like with the multiplayer changes. They've I think upgraded the damage on this gun twice. So, like I said, even back then, it was extremely good. And then I did like the Gap Infiltrator, which was also extremely good. So, and that was like level 3 or 4. So that's the thing, guys. No matter what the level of this gun is good. If you want to try this gun out, go for it. And it's definitely a very good build if you have the Ghost and you do not have the Harrier. Because I still think the Harrier is probably just more consistent and better. But this is definitely also very good. It works well against every faction. If you can get the headshots, you're gonna do a ton of damage. A lot of people always talk about the Crusader shotgun, and like, you know, it's very good. It's another gun that is more of a really precision weapon. I don't think I'm saying that right, but it's whatever. But yeah, it's definitely like the Crusader shotgun is definitely like a sniper rifle for a shotgun. And the thing about that gun, though, is it is good. It shoots fast. It does, I think it does like 500 damage, which this gun does about that. It does about the same damage. And overall, like, it is definitely a decent weapon. If you put it like on an infiltrator or something, you can just kind of snipe the enemies. But here's my issue with it, is that honestly, the Saber is just better. And it's pretty much the same thing. I mean, think of it in those terms. Like, yeah, I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, oh, I love the Crusader. And the Crusader is definitely a decent weapon. Definitely ever since they upgraded it. I didn't really like it when I did it with Fun with Guns. But that was before the multiplayer changes when they gave it more damage. And now I do like it, but like I said, it's just like if you look at the stats on the two guns, well, it shoots about as fast as the Saber. It's a shotgun. Saber is like a lot easier to aim, honestly, and has a lot less weight and more bullets in the clip. So that's just like how you have to stack those two guns against each other. And honestly, like I said, the Saber's just good. Like, as you can tell, like, I'm using this as a sniper rifle. I don't even have to use overload. It's two-shot city. It's that simple. Just one in the body takes down pretty much the whole shield. The next one in the face, they're dead. From any range I want. I mean, you can use this at close range. You don't have to scope it in if you don't want to. If they're point blank, you can just kind of hip fire it. Or you could just go ahead and use it like a sniper rifle. So, like I said, no matter what you do, this gun is definitely really good. And it's definitely, I think it is worthy of being a blacklisted gun. It definitely is. It took me a long time to get this gun to 10, but I was really happy when I did. I really was, because this was one of those guns that I knew that once I got it to 10, I was definitely going to make another video about it. I mean, I really wanted to make another video about this gun, just because of how great it always was on the Geth Infiltrator, and that was back when I had it at lower level. And like I said, see, I think people really overthink this game when it comes down to weapon levels. They kind of do, because, alright, it's true. Yes, a level 10 gun is way better. Well, wait. Let me rephrase that. A level 10 gun is better than a level 1 gun. But the level 1 gun is still pretty good. Let's not get away from that, okay? Let's not forget that. Service Harrier 1 is still a very good assault rifle, and better than almost every other assault rifle in the game. That's very true. I mean, of course, Service Harrier 10 would be amazing, but it's not that big a... People give it too much credit, like it's going to go from, oh man, at level 1 this thing is so overpowered, at level 10 it's the greatest gun ever, because, yes, it's definitely better, but it's not, at least from what I've noticed. Like I said, like here's the best example, is this gun. I mean, this gun's good, it's great, but it was pretty good back when it was level 3. I gotta be honest. It's not too much of a change. Like I remember like when I used it back in the day. I used to use it on the Slayer and Infiltrator for a while, and this is when it was at level 1. And all it took was an energy drain and pretty much a body shot or headshot, and they were dead, most enemies. So I mean, at level 10, it's about the same thing. It's not like a sniper rifle where it's like, oh, I hit him in the head when he has full shield, so he's dead. It's not like that. It's not like a Black Widow. It's not like a Widow or a Javelin. It's something like that. So that's the thing you have to look at. You have to remember is that it is true that level 10 guns are better, but at the same time, from my experiences, especially with Blacklisted. Now, golds, I do know for a fact, and like at least from trying them, like a level 1 gold and then level 10 gold, it's like a big difference. At least it definitely feels that way. But Blacklisted, it's like they designed these guns to be like that. They kind of did. Because, like I said, they're better at 10, but because they're Blacklisted and they're so hard to get, the level 1 versions of them are pretty decent. I mean, if you stack it like, let's look at the Javelin. The Javelin is super strong. But literally, the Javelin 1 is as strong as the Widow 10. That's the thing. So, obviously, if you only have the Javelin 1, you could just, use the Widow. But the Javelin 2 is going to be better. So, there you go. That's a good statistic for you. So, I mean, overall, like I said, this gun is very good. This build is extremely effective. It takes some decent aim, though, honestly. You're going to have to be able to hit some headshots. And what's great about it, too, is just the fact that the bosses do have headshots now, so you can totally aim for their head and just poop on them. And you'll have some mighty good success if you do that. Now, right here, this is a nightmare. I mean, it really is. This is the part. I mean, this is the thing that makes Geth just so irritating and annoying. Is just fucking the fact they stun you. I mean, it's just non-stop right there. That was a total accident. But like I said, it's non-fucking stop. It's like, climb, bomber, hunter, you asshole. It's just like, it's non-stop. And that's the part. I mean, and right there, I even took cover. It's like, oh, this is such fucking annoying. Like, I just took cover. Now, one thing I wanted to say in this game, I want to make this a point. I don't know if you've seen it yet. I think you might have. It is that Obsidian was in this game, and yeah, I really do like trolling my friends. Like, I love trolling my friends. And let's just say in this game, he kind of gave up. He really did. The reason why he gave up was because he asked me what did I think of the Geth Pulse Rifle, and did I think it was better now, or because it's been updated, like, not recently, but a while ago, and he hasn't played with it in so long. It's been probably since forever, months and months. He asked me, like, did I think it was a good idea for him to give it a try, and I was like, oh yeah. Look, it's a great idea. Definitely use the Geth pulse rifle. So he strapped it on and he just, God fucking, he could have killed nothing. I mean, that gun is trash. That's the sad part about this game. Like, when you look at a gun like this, and it's just like, you compare one assault rifle, which is the Geth pulse rifle, to this. There's no competition. Like, I'm one-shotting everything pretty much. Well, not one-shotting, two-shotting everything, or if I overload, it's a one-shot. Let me not say one-shot. It's not a sniper rifle. But that's the great thing about the Ghost. It's just the fact that he gets overload. You take down them shields, and it's a one-shot gun pretty much. That's just how it goes. And if it's not a one-shot, it's pretty much a two-shot. So that's the difference, though. Is it's like, god damn, like this gun is so overpoweredly good compared to like that stupid fucking Geth pulse rifle. Like, that's just a bad gun. And there's just so many guns in this game that are like that. It's stupid. Like, I don't understand why they have them in the game, or at least they should rethink them. Like, especially like the rarity of a gun. Like, you would think uncommon guns would be garbage. You would think that you know, obviously the common guns and uncommon guns would not be good. The gold guns should definitely be good. So a gun like what's a good example? The Geth Plasma SMG. I hate that gun. I think that gun is total trash. And then what else? The Geth Pulse Rifle. Those guns are just so trashy. It's like, if you want to use them, it's more or less just for fun, shits and giggles. That's about it. Outside of that, you really don't. You're an idiot if you're trying to like really go hard with those guns. Like, because you're really not going to be able to go hard. Really, no matter what you do. Maybe against Cerberus you could do some decent damage if you have overload to take down shields. That would actually work pretty decent, but like I said, there's just too many guns in this game like that. They're not really worthy of, to me at least, of being gold level guns. I'll leave that up to debate for you guys, but you know, the blacklisted guns, you know, let me make this clear though too. Blacklisted, not all the blacklisted guns are the best guns in the game. Don't think that, because like honestly, the Scorpion is a good gun. It has its moments. It has its like perks, but I personally don't really think it's that. I think there's better pistols that are like gold level. Like, I even think like the Alkalite pistol is probably better than the Scorpion overall. Like, because like I said, it has it's decent. Like, it's a decent gun, but. And like the Indra too, like I don't want to get off subject here and not finish my thought on the gun, but you gotta understand where I'm coming from. Like those, that's just good examples. Those are just good examples. Like, I don't like the Indra, I don't like the Scorpion. Javelin has its moments, but in general, a lot of the blacklisted guns, they're definitely decent. They definitely have things going for them, but I don't really see them being like, oh, they're the best gun in the game. And I think that's another common like mistake that people make, where they think they have this mindset of it's blacklisted, it's the greatest gun, I want it at 10 now. And like I said, you don't really. It'd be nice to get it to 10, but you don't need all the guns at 10. They're pretty good, no matter what the level. Especially if you use them right, if you understand how to use them right, and there you go. Alright guys, I really hope you have enjoyed this. The Saber 10 is pretty amazing. Turian Ghost is amazing. Sorry for using the Turian Ghost again, but you know, I had to. But besides that guys, I hope you have enjoyed it. Please like the video. And like always, have a nice day.